Hi, this is Chris. This is a brief introductory video in using the Lemur software for iPad in conjunction with your Kronos keyboard. The example we'll use here is kind of simple, but hopefully it'll give you some good ideas for the ways that this device can be used creatively in the future. First of all, you'll need to connect your iPad to your Kronos. To do that, you'll need a USB cable. The USB cable's square end will be connected to your Kronos USB-B port on the rear of the Kronos. The rectangular end of the USB cable will be connected to an iPad camera connection kit or some other similar MIDI out device for the iPad. You simply connect that to the iPad data port and you're ready to go. After you have your iPad connected to your Kronos, then you'll want to run the Lemur software. Once you see the Lemur logo, you can click on the settings icon in the upper right hand corner, and you'll find a few settings that are important to make sure you have set. First of all, MIDI 0 in the Lemur is set from my iPad, the keyboard, and to my iPad, the sound. These are important settings to make sure that your iPad is connecting to your Kronos correctly. You can load a particular project. The Lemur software comes with many. However, in the Lemur editor, in my case for the Mac, I've created this Kronos Pads project that we'll be using on our example today. Click Done and you'll be able to see the screen. In this particular example, we have 8 little buttons, which are toggle buttons. They affect the individual pads on the Kronos. You also have 9 sliders, 8 sliders that affect the velocity of the 8 pad buttons, and one more slider that's the master velocity slider. We can use it to affect all of them. Programmatically, this is set up inside the Lemur design, and you can do all kinds of things with these little buttons to have some buttons and sliders control others. In this particular example, we want to control the pads that are the normally on-screen pads on the Kronos. Now, this particular example, we'll use this particular program. That's playing with the on-screen pads. We can play with the Lemur as well. Notice when I push the on-screen button, it changes color. Also, the logo changes from off to on, and you hear the sound, of course. Now, in this particular example, we've also programmed it such that pad 2 turns off pad 1 in this fashion. This adds functionality to the Kronos in that when you use the on-screen pads, you must keep your finger depressed to keep the chord playing. But when you let up, then the sustain is ended. Well, I hope this brief introduction has been helpful as you think about ways to use your iPad and perhaps the Lemur software in connection with your Kronos workstation. If you have any questions, I usually follow the forums at korgforums.com, so any questions you have can be addressed to me there.